invite you for a small talk about the relevance of Mahatma Gandhi's self-reliant economy related to skill development and entrepreneurship in the modern day context.
Definitely.
You are basically from the land of Mahatma Gandhi. That's why I just want you to share something, yeah?
Anytime, anytime.
Okay. We'll speak later. Okay.
Yeah, we'll speak later.
Good
Namaste
morning,
to everybody. Namaste, Krishna Kumar sir. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Saurabh bhai, namaskar.
Namaskar, ma'am. Namaskar.
Had to be cancelled. So the second time, as I said, the speedboat system also failed, which delivered the book very late. The third time again, as I said, the book did not reach the library. If it reached the VNSTU, it reached at 6 p.m. So the FedEx was not conscious about the fact that 6 p.m. the office is closed. So another issue that comes to mind is, did we have to go back to the FedEx system again, or could this problem be looked at from a different angle? So this is one part of the case where the external distribution system has failed, failing the very cause or the event or dream in mind, and the human element which did not support professor in making things happen, which was actually possible had the human element been supportive. So we will look at these aspects as we move on. The second element of the case was the whole vision was getting shattered, and that shook Dr. Mohan from within. And he said, I'm now going to do something myself. So working on the internal resources rather than the external, relying on self and learning to do things on one's own really made things happen. And what was the Kaizen? There are possibilities that I may not be able to succeed at the first instance. Do I have the perseverance? Do I learn technology? Can I mobilize various other resources? Like the professor took the help of the transport organization for the photocopying machine and the manpower. So looking at other resources which I can probably mobilize. So starting from a printing of on a Xerox machine of A4 size, shrinking it to an undersized paper as per requirement, learning how to cut the edges, looking for precision in cutting the edges, learning how to print a cover on an A3 size, identifying the location, and learning that spiral binding will open up so many other opportunities of making the book more user-friendly. How to staple the book, from which edge to staple, what to cut. There were so many things to be done in coming out with a small book of what was visualized as a book to be, launched in the event. So this is an interesting case of the internal resources, external resources, case of doing it oneself, case of learning from problems, case of identifying or anticipating problems, and case of mobilizing resources to an extent that with the same cost, if you look at the economics of do it yourself, the cost of a book would come out to around 370 rupees to 400 rupees per book. And only in the small cost, which I can do it with myself alone, reducing the cost of inventories, reducing the cost of delivery charges, reducing the stresses caused for the delays. So many things are saved, and a book ready at rupees 400, which can be designed to suit every different kind of a user, whether it's an institute, whether it is the instructor, whether it is the user. From all aspects, this book could be made more user-friendly. And finally, the book is out with a spiral bind and having multiple sets of advantages, as has been listed out in the case. So in brief, this is the case, and the strategic issues that I see to this case, I would just like to name a few and then leave the discussion open, both on the strategic concerns and the Gandhian approach to the case, and of course, answering the questions to the case. So if we look at the major strategic concerns, one is, do organizations perform for a philanthropic or a societal approach or from a profiteering approach? If the approach is one, the methodology is and the concerns are one. And if the approach is two, the methodologies and concerns are two. So what is the approach of the organization? The strategic vision of the organization is a major concern that we need to ponder over. The second is, when we are into an organization, the kind of product and services that we offer, do we have a production approach in mind, or do we have the market approach in mind? Do I produce what I want to produce, or do I produce what the customer wants? Is a second concern. The third concern is a make or buy decision. Can I substitute the buy decision by a make decision and mobilize the resources to support my make decision so that I don't rely on the buy decision, thereby saving a lot of costs and many other benefits coming out of it. One more strategic issue is being proactive to possible alternatives so that I don't lose on the events that I really lost, where the launch was postponed, the head of the institute at VNSU could not get the book, and so many things. So all those are the ill effects. And if we want to avoid facing such events, how do I look at possible alternatives, a contingency plan to make it happen? And the last strategic issue that I would like to look at is, what is the loss at the end of all that happened? Was it a personal loss? Was it a loss of a brand? Or was it a loss from a larger picture, where the impact that the professor wanted to create by writing this book? So we may not limit ourselves by ignoring such problems and saying, koi baat nahi, ye ho gaya, next time dekh lenge, because it's not a small event that is at loss. It's a brand at loss. It's professor's brand. It is the IIM brand. It is the vision of the professor. And of course, the ultimate benefit that could have gone to the society. So we need to look at the larger picture. So these are my, and the last point which I would love to say is the weak links, identifying what are the weak links in my entire system. Can I sideline them with a better approach? Having said this, we need to look at the questions and let's discuss on the answers to those questions, both from the system orientation, the strategy orientation, the people orientation, or the resource orientation. With this, I leave the discussion open, starting with, before we go to the questions, let us look at what are the strategic concerns. There will be many more concerns apart from what I mentioned. So let us start with, what are the strategic concerns for which this case can be a very useful case, and then go on to answering the questions that we have at the end of the case. So with this, I open the discussion for looking at what are the strategic concerns. Thank you. I open the case for discussion. Anybody?
Yeah. I think one of the major strategic issue here is the managing logistics of online delivery. This is a concern, and the case is trying to provide a solution for that, especially in case of books.
Very true. Yes, Abu.
Dr. Trapti, you have already very exhaustively and comprehensively explained what is there in the case. You have very aptly highlighted all the issues and concerns already. So I was just listening to you, and I think you've covered most of the points yourself, right?
Okay.
And I do endorse that. And as the case points out, like it's largely pertains to the last mile problem that we call in some of the industries, right? So, and that is why it has been titled last leg of the race. So the logistics issue, which Dr. Sandeep pointed out, and the anticipating the problems, trying to make provisions for the context. So we are invariably, trust, the foreign players who operate in a different environment, and they probably do not, take into account the issues that may be very specific to Indian society, right? And all these, small specific points which we tend to ignore in order to implement a project, that is something we need to ponder on, and that is what this case highlights, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, any more additions?
Yeah, I basically think, from what Professor was discussing it before the beginning of the class,
Yes.
if all of us together can do, we can do wonders.
Excellent.
But why this professor was all alone, depending on himself, not thinking about the alternative sources of, getting some effect of synergy from the other areas. That is one aspect. When a strategic plan is crafted, or rather made, drafted, we should be able to foresee many issues. I think there is no plan B which was available if plan A fails. I think that is one major gap that I could see from this case. I think we need to be, when we talk about the scenario planning, is it enough if we have only one scenario to plan, or should we plan for alternative scenarios? This struck my mind.
Very true, because we had a very pious purpose at the end, and therefore we should be ready with the alternatives. Very true.
What is the purpose in your view?
In my view, the purpose of the professor was very clear. He wanted to reach out to the last leg, to every manager possibly, to get an idea of the concept of strategic management of his or her business, so that no business fails, and as a whole ecosystem, we contribute to the development of the nation. And therefore, this knowledge cannot be the prerogative of only B schools. It has to go even to the other managers who have not got this opportunity to kind of go to a school and learn business management.
In that case, I think there's a simple solution is to upload the resources on some portal and make it available for free download.
Absolutely.
And then start sharing about the availability of the resource, and there shouldn't be any challenge.
Yeah, and maybe therefore the printer's website was not the right place to go. Instead, a more prominent portal where everybody usually visits could have made things a bit more easier and simpler.
What do my fellow colleagues say about this? That's just idea.
No, I have a point to share. My recent experience in my strategic management class, the curriculum says that the strategic management is start somewhere in the fourth trimester, once the first year is over.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, meanwhile, they discuss everything about value chain in the marketing management. They discuss about strategic financial management, strategic human resource management, and strategic marketing management, marketing strategy, everything they study. And one student asked me a question, sir, when we study all strategies, why the strategic management again? So is it not redundant? So that actually made me think very seriously how to answer. So I shared an answer with her. I just wanted to share with you for your additions and corrections, and then your own comments. I told her, because we have seen each functional area, all the functional strategies you have studied, But it's not that the finance department does excellently well when ultimately the business fails. The marketing is excellent, but the product is not available in the market. So strategic management, it knits all these functional strategies, and you will have a holistic view of the business. Unless you know how to integrate all these parts, you cannot really understand. Though the strategic thinking, suppose if I am thinking about my own marketing tactics today, am I really intertwining these kind of these thoughts with the overall objective of the organization? So unless we know that there is something called strategic vision of the organization, I really do not understand my own role, what I am playing. It becomes a monotonous, routine, rather than I cannot connect myself with the vision of the organization. So for any manager, even if he is not at the strategic level or he is not into the strategic thinking, he should know that organizations do have strategies. And unfortunately, when we talk about strategies, we leave the country and we go abroad and look at the organizations we have never seen. So unless I appreciate a business round the corner does something which is definitely strategic in perspective, I cannot appreciate it. So that is where Professor Mohan thought, let the people know that every organization has to be strategically positioned. Then only people understand the value of it. So that's how I answered that, strategic management definitely integrates all the functional strategies, and let you appreciate that organization should have strategic view. This is what I shared with the student. Sometimes students will make us so intelligent, we are intelligent because of students. I do believe in that. Thank you. Sarji.
Sir wants to come in.
To me it looks we should have in the induction module, and that was the purpose. In the induction module, we must introduce the subject of management which is integrated. And then at the end of that, in the second year, we again come back and say, now that enormous details are there, how do you integrate? And people will be able to understand the challenge of integration. In fact, that is one of the biggest challenge. And why that student, I asked my colleagues, Professor Rajan Gupta and A.P. Arora of MDI in 2017, we talked of strategic management, we talked of strategic without defining very clearly and in a acceptable manner what do we mean by strategic. And in one academic council discussion on curriculum revision, we found a professor was launching elective courses just by adding to existing course about strategic. So strategic economics, strategic operations, strategic communication, everything is strategic. What does it mean? We started with corporate strategy. We were very clear up to that point. In strategic management, we are talking of integrating at corporate level. And integration is not horizontal, but vertical also. That is, unless the last leg understands the same way in which other department and various layers in the other department understand, there will be incoherence. And third dimension of, so it is significant, it is integrative, and it is directional. So when you take Ansoff's model of decisions, strategic, administrative, and operating decisions are to be integrated through administrative decisions. That is, whole organizations such as 7S will take care that operating decisions are taken in consonance with decisions being taken in other parts of the organization. And therefore, the most important link in strategic management, that is what Ansoff calls administrative decisions, are nothing but 7S in various functional areas. So that you decide at the top what we would like to be, and also give an idea of how we are going to be that, which in terms of structure communicating the same thing, systems communicating the same thing, functional policies communicating the same thing, decision-making authorities, same thing, human resource development, same thing, all are giving indication as to what we are trying to achieve and why. So you simply cannot say that I leave it to the PM to dispatch. If you leave it and the PM is sick, the letters may not go. The companies may not come for placement. And therefore, even the control system is to be geared to see, depending upon human behavior. And that is biggest problem with systems. We design system and we say system was all right, implementation was failed. No. We have designed a system devoid of the kind of people we have. And there is a wide variation in behavior of people across the organization and upward to downward. And the same thing holds true for the country. I won't expect this kind of thing to happen in Bangalore, that the person forges signature says matter delivered. The last person, delivery boy, who is nothing but a boy hired by an agent, franchisee, who has no stakes in delivery of your product, he doesn't even understand what does it mean. He may deliver medicines last because that is lightest, and therefore they keep at the bottom. So that when the delivery boy starts, he starts offloading heavier items first and lighter items in the last. And by the time the medicine is delivered, the patient goes. This decision is being taken by the delivery boy, not the franchisee. Can you believe it? Horrible experiences. Only when you get to know that person, like for 3 days you are not delivering. So by the time I reach your place, it's already 8 o'clock. So I say I'll deliver tomorrow. And tomorrow again is at the bottom. Heavier packets are kept at the top because he has to carry on the shoulder and therefore he offloads heavier items first. Believe me, no jokes. We were doing it in a company which I have given Dewey Matter. I was in commercial department and the policy was the dispatch department was manufacturing casing of turbine and generator first and dispatching. Foundation boards were made last. Item which is required at the site first is sent last because that is lightweight and the terms of payment were depending upon percentage of weight which has been shipped. Obviously, shop manufactured casing first and foundation board later. It takes 2.5, 3 years for a power station to come up. And in secondary itself, foundation boards are required for placing the things. And they are to be sent 2 years later. And then in the 2 years time, in the field open, there are components which are items and they ought to have grease and other things that starts getting dried. And so when you are putting it, the grease is not there. Believe me. You take bank, advances, priority sector lending. There was a circular from the central office and circular forwarding the circular of RBI. And central office forwards to zones, zone forward to region, region forwards to branches. And in every one, it is written, in case of any confusion, please contact your controlling office. And controlling office is regional office. The regional office itself is not clear because they also got the same letter. So how do they explain? So finally, circular had no impact. People will wait till a phone call comes from regional office, second comes urgent, please send it immediately. And that is what branch manager understand. So you have MIS, huge expenses, 5% of the salary component of the staff was consumed in providing information only. But irrelevant information, not relevant. And we say, so system or design, all right, but it failed. Because designing a system without understanding the human behavior, as you point, this is written only in one book, gentlemen, and that is Anthony's book on management control. Whether we should have very tight control or loose control depends upon the behavior of the people there. The more they advance in the behavior, the tighter are the control to be. You have to monitor. Where's the acne? The more the behavior is aligned to the systems, the less tight the control required. If he has been given an item, he will definitely deliver, he will not return. He will die, but not return. And therefore, Anthony has written, and unfortunately, in most of the places, we do not even teach this subject, management control system, where it says loose or tight control systems. So we design the same system for all the officers in the country. And behavior is different. And that is why I don't blame Microsoft or Google or Zoom. They have developed their system in their own country. Now here is not, can I upload, can I load a pirated version of Windows on your PC to reduce the cost? And then immediately they say, please register your PC for update purpose. Updates don't come. And so your computer is stalled. No problem with Microsoft. No problem with HP. You have not bought genuine software. And they play on this. If it doesn't work, you run to a shop. You say, "Ye to chalta nahi hai, let me buy one more." These foreigners have realized, because we are not buying from our pocket. PC was personal computer, price so low that people can bear from their pocket for their home purpose. We buy from the organization. Both Bill Gates and Sundar Pichai know that people are buying in India for office where money doesn't matter. So they keep on adding every day a software upload. And if you don't upload, the computer is stalled. And this is a very important issue. If, and Sandeep Vij has rightly pointed out, this Impress system is upload on a website. But Sandeep,
Yes, sir.
where are you?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Well, let me bring you to port. Where is that site where you'll upload?
So you can upload on Scraped, where people can just create an account and download. Then there are free sites available where you may not buy a domain, but just create the site and upload the resources for free download.
Don't do it for conducting a program.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you why. Why my laptop failed and I have problem? Because my slides also crashed. Crashed because I had paid for that 20,000 rupees per year.
Mm-hmm.
The vendor, the reseller, took money from me, did pay the seller.
Oh.
Is beware of resellers. Do you have direct access? Can you go and buy a site on GoDaddy yourself and upload and do hosting?
Yes, sir. We can do it.
You can do that. Have you done
It is.
that?
Yes, sir.
Huh. If you have done that, then it's okay. But we normally go to a reseller. And this middleman also doesn't attend to you. You keep on giving rings. He doesn't lift the phone. Then what do you do? In the meantime, your program has gone.
So that is why I suggested that we should have the control. It's not very expensive to even have a domain and have your own site nowadays. There are free resources available. We can create a site in WordPress with
Sandeep, control over what?
control over what we are uploading and allowing to be downloaded, or whether we are charging, not charging, and whether we are offering, how much discount we are offering. And if you want, I can help in that. I can, and we are so many followers here. We can even contribute if there is some annual 5,000 to 10,000 expense. I can pay that.
I have 3 host servers.
Yeah.
2 domains, GoDaddy, and my other one, which I have been working for the last 20 years. And I'm trying to buy and make a home server, my own server, so that at least there it doesn't crash. Sandeep, my 7 years data has gone last year.
The simple solution is to have a backup. For everything which we are uploading, we should have a backup.
Yes.
Keep it in Drive. There are free cloud resources where you can keep.
Sandeep, for God's sake, you still trust the foreigners?
What's that?
In Zoom, one kick and our program is out. Because if no Zoom, no program. And you don't know on which server your discussions are going, where they are stored. Any guess?
Sir, I'm suggesting if we have to keep our resources, we should have a backup in a hard drive at our own place. Then you can keep it multiple places.
Yes.
One at Google Drive, then there's another Dropbox where you can keep it safe.
Yes.
And you can access it from anywhere in the world. And you just need some password.
But all these drives and all these places, they have a limit of the data you can keep.
Create multiple accounts. How much resource we want to create? We don't want to create a huge database of files.
Maybe we have to store, say, 1 terabyte of data. And none of these offer 1 terabyte of data. For that, you have to go for a commercial account, which is
that is what I'm suggesting. That even if we have to go for a commercial account, some hosting or some space, it will not cost much, and we are many people. We can contribute.
No, it's not the question of contributing. It's the question of safety and security of the data. Who ensures that? Is the data server within India? Is it outside India? Is it in a friendly country or a non-friendly country? How do we know? Most of these people don't disclose.
Where is this publisher keeping the data? Publisher is also keeping the data on one server or the other. With Google or Amazon, all servers are managed by these companies only.
Sanjeev.
Yes, sir.
The person who is giving you site, he is having server in his country. And you don't have your server in your country. So if the country says stop it, you can't stop.
How sensitive is our information? Is it defense information that we have to keep it very secret? We can keep it on any server anywhere in the world, or we can decide where we are buying the hosting.
That's a very good point. Okay.
Just
a minute. Sandeep, how sensitive is our educational information?
It is very, very sensitive. It is very, very important. And we want to distribute freely to each and everyone so that they have access to it.
Okay. And what is the market price of that material?
In our case, in SMF case, we want to keep it free. Market price in case of publishers is...
Hold a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What is the market, what is the price it commands in market?
What is the price of?
What is the price it commands in market?
What is the commercial value of the data that we have to see?
That depends upon the need of the users. How willing they are, whether they are chasing this resource, whether they want to pay for it.
Sandeep, ECCH registers your material and pays to author. How much they charge to user? And who are the users?
In case of academic resources, the users are the students or the libraries, the academic institutions?
Yes. You know what is the price that IIMS pay per participant of MDP for a week-long program?
I know they are paying a lot because they are using those foreign resources and resources owned by the...
Not foreign resources.
Mm-hmm.
Tested there.
Mm-hmm.
$75 per participant for a week-long program.
Mm-hmm.
And if there are 30 participants, how much is the dollar?
75. Something.
Suppose you take 40 participants. How much it comes? 40 participants, $75 each. How much it comes to? $3,000? How much the Indian author gets on that? $40. And India pays $3,000 for the same material, which is developed by faculty members in India, registered there for conducting program for Indian executives.
That's very ironical, yeah.
Not ironical. They have heard.
That's ridiculous, actually. We don't
The 2000
ponder over it, actually.
Yes.
Offered scholarships, that is, they call fellowship, of £100 each participant. To get the idea, how much is the user? And they opened it for Indians. That is why they say, and they have wrote in all the policymakers say, the paper must be published in reputed journals, like Harvard or Ivy.
Yeah.
And get promotion also on that basis. Paying $3,000 per program and getting $40 a week. And for writing that, we claim credit of one course. And our annual salary is 12 lakhs. So it has paid 2 lakhs for writing that case. And all the infrastructure for developing the material. And my own countrymen have to pay $3,000 for using. That's why I say, not sensitivity. They want to buy it, control it. And all the publishers in India are open for this. Very high. So, Sanjay Medhavi, you face several problems.
Yes, there are lots of problems. Like, for example, in our Lucknow University, we are facing a unique problem. We had outsourced our admission process to one vendor. Now, for the past 5-6 years, he has been conducting the entire admissions of the University of Lucknow. Now we are asking him to give the data to us. He's refusing. He's saying, I will not give the data. Now, Lucknow University does not have the data of its own students.
My God. My God. My God.
He's saying you pay me extra for that. Sharing data was not part of the initial agreement.
Otherwise, I'll disclose this data.
Huh?
Or use that data for that matter.
Yes.
That is a problem. When you are going through the middlemen, they will always keep your data with themselves, and they'll.
No, there is no middleman. We had outsourced with a local IT company.
That is that IT company.
Who made the software for handling the admission data and the counseling.
That way, that IT company is middleman. No? That now they are controlling your data, and you are not keeping any backup of the data, because institutions don't have people who are specialists in IT, and they don't understand the importance of data. They don't keep the backups, and they leave everything to others to be manipulated later. It is a problem with our institution awareness about the importance of data.
No, the problem is not of awareness. The problem is those people who were responsible in licensing have colluded with that supplier.
The problem is we trust very easily. Actually, with our data, we are not very careful. You are right, Dr. Sandeep. We are not very careful with the data.
I was just suggesting a simple solution that we should have control over our own data by simply having our personal website or something where we can have the control.
But then what is being suggested is that control is also illusionary, since we do not
No, ma'am, that is misconception. It is not illusionary. It is with you only. Otherwise, all big companies don't have control over their own data. You want to say that? Yes. All websites which are running this world are, it means...
Yes, Indian.
Why Indians? Why
sir,
Indians
at any point of time, the data is vulnerable, sir. We are at risk. Suppose if I want to write my own autobiography, Google is the best author. Yeah. Because Google has a lot of information which I don't know about myself. So that is the kind of information gathering that is happening.
It is all trust-based, actually.
Yeah, that's all. We believe in it.
See, we Indians, we trust blindly. And that is why we are vulnerable. You know, the others, they have all their mechanisms in place. You know, had it been a contract, an outsourcing contract done for the data which Dr. Medhavi shared here, they would have had all those legal clauses in the contract, and they would have sued those middlemen. But here we have that. Yes, sir.
Point. 5 point phone on the contract.
Yes, sir. And they will not hesitate to sue, you know, and we think a lot, you know, we will try to settle and we will not try to engage in all those things. So that way our culture and our value systems and our, you know, ability to trust easily, you know, that comes in the way to be very professional with the kind of handling data resources. Of course, there's a lot of ease and convenience in which Dr. Sandeep has said, and of course we can control it. The reason why we now want our data centers to be located in India, we passed a law last year, you know, now, but then now, you know, the trust has moved from Google to we will have to trust, you know, Ambani's, you know, Jio company who's going. So eventually, like, we need to pick between, you know, the devil and the deep sea, but then we don't have a choice.
Right.
So what sir is trying to say is we cannot have a complete control. But then, of course, you know, had it not been for the trust, we wouldn't have come to this stage. That is also one aspect to look at. You know, had the companies not trusted Google so far, you know, the kind of convenience we have today and the kind of interaction we have online technology, also, like,
I think Dr. Sandeep is confused whether we are supporting him or debating on his topic, you know.
No, we are not.
I am getting everything.
He's raised a very valid point, actually. There are aspects to it, you know, and that is why there's nothing we cannot trust completely, we cannot distrust completely. So we have to create a mechanism to safeguard ourselves.
And the simple solution which I am suggesting here is to keep a copy or a backup of your own data.
That should
you have to go through the middleman, but you should ensure that you also have the backup of your data. even if when we are making websites on daily basis, we keep the backup at 2 places so that if something happens, some website crashes or one server crashes here or there, we have the backup of our site, which I think KK sir missed on that part, and he lost all his data.
Yes.
We have to learn the tricks of the online data handling. Only then we'll be able to survive in this new regime.
Digital world.
Yeah, I just would like to endorse one or two observations here about this data storage. Of course, in India, we are just having some good data servers, even for the banks, and then NSDL or CSDL. They are maintaining so many things, even including our Aadhaars and all. But at the same time, we are also having some kind of things happening. Even in the case of management aptitude tests conducted by so many organizations, they are sending the students list to us, and they are having a big database of the aspiring students list for pursuing career in management. So that's why, in fact, they are selling these informations to different other institutions too. So that's why that kind of a data leakage is whether it could be ethical or unethical, the secondary sales, I don't know what could be the term. We are just coming across this kind of a thing. But as for the university things are concerned, we have to be very clear about the MOUs or any kind of a contract we sign, and we have to just provide all these things. And the third party is not ready to share the vital information of the students to the university, and university is not having any other information. That's not fair. But of course, backup, the standby, that is very, very important for any of the good data servers. Banking, defense, and that's why you have a secondary, servers. If one server is, break down, and then you have to have a backup. So that these are the certain things. But anyway, I do not know what could be the future in the years to come. We have to be very clear about the data analytics and various other strong database that definitely will give some sort of a competitive advantage. Yeah. Thank you. So I endorse the Sandeep's viewpoints too. Thank you.
Hey, a strong database in a weak box doesn't help.
No, a strong database means in the sense for the entire things, but for the, this one, in this case also.
Database in a weak container doesn't help. A strong database in a weak container.
So we have to strengthen the container also, sir.
That is why after all these experiences, we are realizing we have been ignoring the task of Atmanirbhar, our own products, our own network. All these we had to have on one. Sandeep, just 1 minute I'll take. For last 3 months, I have bought a desktop exclusively for making the server, which I'll keep on for 3 hours. And during that period, faculty members can download any material that they want. Irony is, in 3 months, I have not been able to configure that as a server. And this includes the service provider to Lucknow University, the service provider to IIM Bangalore, the systems manager of IIM Calicut, and others. How do I have my own server in my own country? Once we succeed, I'll let you know how to make your own home server so that you're not to bank on somebody else's server, which you can switch off anytime and you just can't do anything. And backup, all the backups that I have, Sandeep, here. Okay. Try to recover any data. It is so slow. It will take me 1 full day to open a file. How do I do that?
Sir, keep an external hard drive.
External hard drives are very slow. We require SSDs.
But I have quick in. The moment I put external drive, you see, there is some problem with the drive. And it erases the whole file. It erases the whole file. The whole database it erases. And I'm not joking. This is happening every day with me. I'm having 3 backups. One this desktop, another desktop, and a laptop to communicate with you people on Zoom, Skype, or Google Meet, whichever works that day. Because not only my side should be working, your side should also be working. And we are not sure whether it will be working. So because we don't know whether your Wi-Fi is working because the power is off.
Yes. Absolutely.
If the inverter is down, because the whole night there was no light.
That is what we call external environment.
That's precisely I say. And this external environment is internal.
For the country. For the country.
Keep in mind these factors also. All that I'm sharing is better not to discourage any one of you from experimenting. All that I'm sharing is what is exact state of affairs through personal experiences. Otherwise, people will say you are talking rubbish. But if anybody has doubt, I can share complete data failures. Yesterday night I failed. 3 times I failed. And just one command they have given. I am making a video film, a video clip. And then I thought of taking a photograph. And the moment I do it, that video clip has gone. I create again. Again, I wanted a photograph. The video clip goes. That is why 2 hours job, it took me 6 hours. I don't know the command. That when you are making HD movie maker, when you are using
hotspot on rakon tamaru.
When HD movie maker you are using, if you use photo, in my laptop, I was using both simultaneously. But for last 2 days, it is breathing. Last. So I had to reformat. And reformat means all my software gone, which I have bought. I have genuine softwares, buying every software that is required for this program. And with that, how many accounts I have? How many accounts do I have? I mean, it's becoming impossible. These are my login details. And Microsoft itself for 3 systems, you want 3 logins. Video is there, not one of them works. So if I switch over to alternate system, now I have to buy software for all the 3 systems. And it's not damn cheap. And it's not easy for Indians to pay at the price they are selling at US. And they are just converting into rupees and asking you to pay. And this is the price we are paying for not doing the job of technical development in this country for the last 70 years, not one. We manufacture, we import technology and manufacture. We never learned how to design. And the source too for 500 megawatt thermal generators, for solar processor, everything on technology side, we are blank. We just can import, manufacture. That is why we call it make in India. We never say design in India, made in India. because we just don't design. And if you only manufacture, you can manufacture only what? Design. Anyway, keep pondering on these issues. Don't get upset
Yes.
or nervous. But Medhavi, I have not been able to configure my desktop into a server. Anyway, let's go to the last item, otherwise we'll miss all the time. If people are not coming to class, how to make them interested in the class? And worst is when you say, come to BP class or SM class, they say, wow, when we were taught business policy, it was called BP, and we used to say, blah, blah course. Just blah, blah course. Because only course based on the conclusive statement. The sky is open. So should we grow at a rate of 10%? Who stops you? 5%? Very good. 25%? Up to you. In functional area, the limit comes because corporate have to decide which product at what rate to grow. In a corporate study where sky is open, you decide what you want to do. And so it becomes a problem. You can't question a student not to go for this study. You can check him only when he has not taken care to implement it properly. You will not be able to implement it. And the cost is enormous. But you stop people from saying that at the age of 74, don't conduct course with faculty members. If you can do it, do it. So, strategic management. If you can't implement, don't teach. Because anyway, whether you teach or not, I mean, whether you form a study or not, doesn't matter. If the final results are not coming out, the end of the result is black screen only. Whether you buy TV or desktop or laptop, all same. And this obsession with final results, we are missing the matter. We are promoting the small pieces of process. We are not saying how to design Rafale. We have never uttered that word. And I don't know whether in Rafale also, we have Chinese components from France. Because a lot of French and Chinese friendship had been there. So who knows? They are outsourcing components of Rafale to China. And that's why the geopolitical environment has to be considered simultaneously. We are competing with ourselves, our friends and colleagues. We are not competing with anybody outside. So Google says, take this Google Meet. Microsoft says, take my team. Zoom says, take this. And we are competing on 3 platforms, 3 service providers. We think we are competing. We are competing with Indians. We are not competing with anybody outside. And all management courses are teaching how to compete, compete with whom, compete for what? Even this question is important. Now, let me go to this part. You have this with you? Let's go screen sharing. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So for introducing course to a student, if you say, what is that you want? People say it's very, very difficult and confusing subject. And then the student, participant asks, well, where am I? Can I teach you in a simple way how to increase your business? If that is possible, it's good. But what is good if there is no opportunity? Can we tell you how to create opportunities? But even if you have opportunity, what if you don't have resources? रिसोर्सेज तो बहुत हैं, प्रॉब्लम हमारे आईसाइट में है, हम देख नहीं पाते. By no stretch of imagination, Professor Ibohi, I could get a single piece translated in 11 other languages. I don't know any one of them. Because I don't know any one of them, I can get it translated in 22 languages. I need 22 friends, and friends are also resources. It's not here. So if you know how to identify resources, then you can do it. And opportunities are nothing but development in the environment which affect the changes in the needs of society. You identify that and the resources at your disposal that you have, and see whether this matching can lead to some product or service which is meeting the requirements of the society. If so, we are coming to the concept of marketing. Designing and customer is the center of our attention. Designing product and services which customer wants, customer needs. Not that I say through hard sales, advertising and promotion, I say. And this is what the subject, this point was emphatically pushed over mind in 1975 when we had Kotler's book, Marketing Management, not Kotler's book of strategic marketing. He said the starting point of marketing is selling the idea of product. Have customer, what he needs, and design product, and tell him, this is the product for you. Customer, if he needed it, he will buy it. You have to just see how to make a cost within his reach. No big game. So the art of successful business is designing product and services and developing it to meet the needs of society. Business is not profit making. Yes, you have to cover the cost, otherwise you can't sustain the business. You can't serve the society if you can't cover the cost. And if society is not able to pay, you have to think of ways and means to reduce the cost. The same book, have you seen the price differential in Amazon? Printed book and e-book, what is the price difference? The price of e-books at times is 75% of printed books. They are not in the business of serving the society. They are taking this something to be sold and money to be made. The objective is not serving the society, and this is where the misery of society is. Every activity that we do, through which we get our meals, is serving the society. If we start thinking of making profit, you know all the media channels are doing only that business. Not meeting the needs of music, society. And that is why you have channels, TRP, very high, money minting, but not a single word in the whole discussion in 24 hours is soothing your heart, is soothing your eyes, is soothing to you. And that is what we say, business को हवस से बचाना जरूरी. All this madness, for what? You'll never lose peace of mind if you focus in the society and serving the society. And you'll keep on trying your best. And if you permit me, there are still 8 minutes, I can show one more clip, and that will help. जो दुनिया चाहो वो तो कभी नहीं मिलेगा. क्या हो गया?
We can't hear you. It's not audible.
The voice is not coming properly.
The volume is very low.
मालूम तो मैं क्या करूं? तो कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता.
But please make it full screen.
अरे नहीं. उसके बाद कहाँ गया? Give me a minute. अरे यार, कहाँ गया मैं? हाँ? नहीं, YouTube में था. ये तो फिर मिल गया. आप लोगों ने बहुत बढ़िया था.
सर YouTube का लिंक WhatsApp में शेयर कर देना आप, हम देखेंगे इसको.
I'll give one more thing that will be very useful. ये now the
Have you muted yourself? Because we can't hear you.
The screen is not shared, so we cannot see.
I can't even hear it.
So we can't hear it nor see it.
Now, Sandeep. Sandeep, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, what I realized was it may be a little time consuming, but a clip which I was not able to show today, on which I had thought of making 15 clips to introduce the subject of SM and also to recap just 15 points. And if the students know it in the first year, then after that, completing the course and before convocation, you play that again.
Mm-hmm.
Do they remember that?
Okay.
How to compress the whole management course in just 15 basic concepts.
Okay.
That will be easy for students to recollect. And once they know it, the way you have developed the literature, book by book and clips together, on each of the 15 points, what is the concept of opportunity? And the whole chapter is on opportunity. what is the concept of resources? Whole chapter is on resources. Then you put at the end, if you want to know more about it, you read that chapter. You read these cases. So the whole book chapter, the cases, they become the point of attraction to students. They would like to know more. And because they have to recapitulate it only with 15 points, all the case studies, all the discussions that you had, they will be able to recollect lifelong. And that is why, to me, it looks, if we, alongside 12 languages translation, if we are, before I forget, Professor Rangarajan, you all know him?
Yes, sir.
IFT.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jayanti, I gave him a piece and I asked him to translate. The irony that I'm finding is people are losing touch with their mother tongue.
Yeah.
He says, sir, for 30 years I have been out of touch. How do I translate? I can read. I say, if you can read and understand, he just said, that I can do. Then the guidelines that I have given. And he started translating and said, sir, I'm enjoying my childhood. And then he said, sir, I had to get for my export program for SMEs. They were not able to follow in English. So I had to translate it in Hindi and Tamil. And then they liked it because they could follow it. He said, sir, it's a very good initiative if we can translate our literature in multilingual. Then we don't know. We assume everybody knows English. So it is not. They are not able to follow. And if they are not able to understand, they will commit mistakes in export procedures. They will not be able to export. Even if they have manufactured, they will not be able to export. I said, how did you translate in Tamil then? Then he laughed and said, sir, I got it translated. From where? From where? Microsoft. We could do it ourselves. He said, sir, that book, now I can translate myself. See, that is why I say everything is here. We have been psyched to look outwards for help every time. We don't believe we can do it ourselves. We can make films, short films, getting experience from Punjab, from Tamil Nadu, from Karnataka, from Maharashtra, every place which people will be able to identify, make short clip, and then give the book. Then people will read it. Because once they know the relevance of it, in the first film that I said, what is that we have in business? Nothing except opportunity and resources. That's all. And with that, they say, but how do I know opportunity? And then you discuss opportunity. How do you know resources? Then you discuss resources. I think this is enough for today. Okay. And keep thinking on that and develop in your menu. Someday you might like to design and develop short films also. Not very difficult. Not very difficult, I repeat. So long we don't know how to cut onion is very difficult. So now we don't know how to light the burner. Making tea is difficult. But once you know, every day you can make a video, a short clip for on SM. And I can assure you, you all can do it. But don't do it today. Let's take one by one and try to finish it. How did you like this video making? This first time I have done.
Okay, great.
Oh, it was great, sir.
Does it work?
Yeah.
It looked interesting, but we couldn't, listen to the audio because it was not clear. So if we can have, as Sandeep said, if we can have the link to the YouTube uploads. Then
I don't want to overexpose myself. You'll know all my weakness, not his strengths. Anyway, I'll share as the time comes, because I'm trying to make 15 videos of 3 minutes clips, video clips, which talk on 15 fundamentals, which I realize SM is based on that. And nobody will confuse with any functional area. And these points they will retain, they will be able to relate with functional area, they will be able to detail everything, because they know unless we go deep into it, we'll not be able to address and understand the challenges. If we are not able to understand the challenges, we'll not be able to address, and we'll prematurely commit a strategy without being clear on how we are going to implement it. And that will be good enough for us for today. Okay? Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
yes, sir.
Thank you.